that we taint his image, the state property, and the place that he's at. But
I mean, Philly gave Jay a lot of life. I mean, you know, a lot of people.
No, a lot of street cred. And my whole situation is when you get it, like I said, like I don't want it to seem like it's a money thing and people bitter about that. But when you talk stuff like you in a mag for half a billies and things like that, and you know you was dissolving the Rockefeller situation, and then you ain't even give people the courtesy to make the phone call yourself and explain, like, if it was me, it's me talking to my homies like, yo, I'm somewhere else. I can't do this music thing right now. Like, I ain't there with it. Like, when I go on tours and stuff, y'all can still rock with me. We can go on tours, and I can get y'all some bread like that. Or I could do this for y'all to help y'all, you know, do whatever. But I can't do that.
What I know they set you up kind of nice though. You had the label, you had the clothing line, you was in the movies.
I mean, you gotta look at it like this: the label, the clothing line, and the movies all came after the rumors. When you heard Rockefeller was breaking up, and the breakup was there, and the tension, and Dame and Jay was going at it. That's when that came about. The movie thing, yeah, in the beginning, I didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? But the movie thing came from a dude from Philly who wrote the script to a movie about, you know, certain people, the JBM, which I didn't want to do it like that, JBM, because you don't know who still had the pills and things on the side. And I didn't know if the guy who wrote the script, you know what I mean, was talk to those people. It's people on death row right now because of that. So that's why I got changed to state property and all that. But even if you look at the Hot 97 footage, when you hear Chris rapping, he's saying, "Man, I'm gonna be wilding if they ain't giving that advance up," because his deal wasn't signed yet. Moschino and Sparks was signed to Black Friday, Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was the only one who really was signed to Rockefeller. Freeway ain't get his deal until he did the verse on Hot 97. I mean, on the Dynasty album, 1-900 Hustler. After that, they signed this contract. This true rap. So when the to get to the point, the clothing line and all that came along, because Dame did that. Dame gave me the clothing line. He you know what I mean? I got the podcast thing that came through a situation that I did, but then Dame backdoor and sneak and get with the licensee guy who licensed Rockaway and buy the license out the podcast without me knowing it. So now I'm not getting the 50% profit that I will be getting off of every ProCAD with the SP symbol on it, like the original deal was, because I turned down the money that ProCAD wanted to endorse me with. And I figured, as a team player, why just wear the ProCADs when I can cross-market it and have my own sneaker?
Good business.
Me, Beans from the field, I got my own ProCAD SP. But then they ain't go behind my back and get with the licensee and buy out the licensee for ProCADs and stop making ProCADs with the SP symbol on it so I could stop making money. He made more Rockaway then because that's what he was concentrating on. But when he knew that he was about to lose Jay, that's when the interest in the being with Beanie Sigel was about. Because if you not disrespecting nobody, the Rockefeller Records, Freeway, Bleak, Young Gun, and all that, but be realistic. If you can't have Jay-Z on Rockefeller, what's the next artist you would like to have?
I mean, at that time, Beanie Sigel, no question.
So that's why the brand was being built around Beanie Sigel with the state property thing.
So all that
the rumors was been going around before y'all heard it. We was hearing it too.
So all that Dame Dash coming to when Dame was coming to your court cases?
You got to understand, coming to the court case and all that, it could have been some love, but all that wasn't on that love tip like that, because you got to understand, I paid my lawyers. Nobody paid my lawyers in the hundreds of thousands and all $500,000 that I had to pay in lawyer fees with 3 lawyers. Nobody paid my lawsuits but me.
Yeah,
I didn't get no money from that. I didn't get no money from them. I think I borrowed the $100,000 I had to borrow to pay off this last lawyer that I had, but I was giving the money right back because in the 2 months, state property owed me $270,000 for a royalty check from the clothing line that was coming in. So I only borrowed the money for a month for like 2 months till I got that check. And when them 2 months came, within a week, I had a letter asking for that $100 that I got borrowed.
Wow.
From Rockefeller Records. This is all documented things. Like, it's been something in my chest since I sat in front of the courtroom when Jay-Z came to court, and I had a bail hearing, and this was in the Philadelphia Daily News the next day. They asked him at the stand, if we release Beanie Sigel today to continue to go on tour, you know what I mean, and the man of the statue as you are you willing to be responsible for his whereabouts? He said no.
No, man.
So if he was, you know what I mean, my man, yeah, I'm being responsible. Get my man out that jail. They cuffed me and took me back to my cell. This is public record.
What year was this?
When I first got, this was when I was going to trial for that. I don't know. It was around 2002, 2003. It's in the archive. Beanie Sigel bail hearings denied. The Philadelphia Inquirer. You know, niggas in the jail calling down my cell. What's up with your man?
So what exactly happened at Powerhouse, man? I heard Jay didn't want you to perform if you were in the building.
I mean, cause the year before, and this is public record, last year's Powerhouse, I didn't even go to Powerhouse because I knew that it wasn't going to be a Powerhouse with Jay-Z. Jay-Z Ben had it in his mind that it was over with he's gone. He's already home. You know what I'm saying? He on to the next one. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying when you got people on your team that helped you, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody write his rhymes or none of that. You know what I mean? He wrote his own rhymes, but a lot of influence came from state property. You know what I mean? The people who had around him. He did what he did, but at the same time, when you preach, we a family, and you say stuff like, "If my life a movie, C gonna be the sequel," and we have little talks and I got you. You my man, no matter what. No matter what my trials and tribulations that I was going through in my life, on my personal side, getting locked up, doing a year or whatever, you got my man. You supposed to back my play no matter what. I backed all his plays without him even asking me. Even front line, and like Jadakiss wasn't no walk in no park. Nas ain't no walk in no park. These dudes that could have ended my career. I mean, I went at dudes on the strength.
Did Jay ever?
When he was telling me not to.
Oh, he used to tell you not to?
Like he fall back on this one.
I heard that I heard that at this year's Powerhouse, he brought the police in to run you out of the building.
Yeah, because what happened was after I got off the stage with Jadakiss said they was acting funny in the back. When I first performed the first record, it was the record, the joint Beanie Mac, bitch. It was the first record. My mic was so low that me and Jadakiss switched mics after I performed that to do Feel It in the Air. But someone come on stage and told Jadakiss that it had to be my last song. They was cut this time. His time was supposed to have been 45 minutes. He was supposed to perform before Carrie Hilson. They made Jadakiss perform, then Carrie Hilson, then Jay. So when they was ready to cut his time and all that, because I was on stage after I did, you know what I mean, did the record Feel It in the Air, they cut his mic off because they thought his mic was the mic I had. So I knew somebody was on some, you know what I mean? So at that moment, I just was in the moment. Like, man, this is my house. I was in Philly, so I was feeling it, and I just said the first bars to the verse just to let it be known, like, it's already etched in stone. There's a couple lines on the Blueprint 3 that I could point out where I know dude is talking about the state property. Well, people know it or not. Like, I'm a rapper. I hear it. You know what I'm saying?
So the feds came in and ran you out of the building?
Yes, they came in. Not only the feds, it was undercover police. I seen my old probation officer. Like, when I was on federal parole, I was on federal parole for about 4 years. I had about 3 or 4 different probation officers. One of my probation officers was in that building that night. So, like, not security didn't put us out. I after watching the show, when I said what I said, I just wanted to see the response to Jay's face. So I stood at the front of the stage, me and 3 of my homies. And when he noticed me, he saluted me. He walked to the side, talked to somebody, which I think was Carlene, because she walked through the middle of the front of the stage. I was where the speakers at, right